Okay, before you get into lead generation, you need to understand what it takes to be successful in that game, because lead gen never fails. It's a sure thing, provided you know how to play the lead gen game. Today, leads are better quality than ever. The AI, the machine learning, the targeting, it's insane how good those leads become over time, but most people still fail. Why do they fail? Because they don't know how to work lead. You see, what they really want is online sales. Like, I just want somebody to come in and buy. To place an order, can we use AI, or how about a chat bot, or just send them to a lead form and have them buy there? Yeah, we don't play that game. We're not an online commerce business. We're a lead business. And a lead is somebody that has a problem, a need, and has expressed that they're looking for a solution that your product or service could help solve. But the simple truth is, most people will never talk to those leads because people don't answer the phone anymore, and they don't call back. They don't show up for appointments, and it's a pain in the butt. You have to maximize your connection rate with those leads. You see, we generated about 100,000 ERC leads over the last year or two, and saw the 8 different organizations we did that for range from half of them were at 1% or below, and the other half did a little better. One had a 3.5% conversion rate, and one had a 7.5% conversion rate. In fact, they were up to 8.2 towards the end. Exact same leads, all professional companies. They knew how to play the lead game better than others, and the most important thing is connection rate. You gotta connect with people, and where you start with on connection rate is speed to lead. If you contact a lead within the first minute, 391% higher conversion rate than if you average longer. And the average, by the way, is 42 hours. Completely wasting your money. Honestly, if you can't do it in the first 5 minutes, you shouldn't play in the lead game. You gotta be fast. Next, you gotta be tenacious. We use a simple protocol that we require from our sales organizations, the middle of funnel companies. If you're not good at it, you can get a company that will screen the leads and do whatever. I want them to call, hit a voicemail, hang up, call right back, immediately call back, the double dial. And you can't believe how many people pick up on the second dial, but you're still gonna hit a lot of voicemail. So then what do? Leave a voicemail, right? No. You shoot them a text, a very personal text that says, hey, is so-and-so from blah, 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 you just filled out. Super excited to talk to you. Figure I caught you in the middle of something. I'll try you back from this same number in a couple minutes, and then you double dial them again a minute or two later. Double dial, text, double dial. That happens 3 times on day 1 and 1 to 3 times every day thereafter. I can tell you we've closed 6-figure deals on as high as the 128th call attempt. Now, we'll get into what you're doing and how you're not annoying and how you get it. Man, that sounds crazy. There's a lot of sales training that'll go into this, but you gotta be incredibly tenacious, and you gotta be fast. You gotta focus on connecting with people, not trying to sell them. And again, we'll provide all kinds of sales trainings and other things that'll help you out, but I can tell you that the longer you keep them talking, the higher the probability is they're going to buy from you, not the longer you talk at them. The more time they spend talking, the higher the probability. Quicken found it was 38 minutes. That was a sweet spot. If we keep them on the phone for 38 minutes, talking to us about their problem, about what they didn't like about their kids and their last vacation, it doesn't matter. The more time they spend with you, the higher the probability is they're going to convert. Yeah, you gotta connect with people, not just get them to pick up the phone, but then you gotta take the time to connect with them. And I can't wait to share some of the real connection techniques and what it really takes to be professional. But out of the gate, if you don't connect with at least 3/4 of the leads that come in, you're not cut out for the lead game. You're not focused on it enough. This should be a core competency of every organization. Sales is where the money comes from. You gotta have a good product, but you gotta have good salesmanship. Next, conversion rates. Great, I got him on the phone now. Well, this is where the connecting part comes in, but it's so much more than that. And I'll tell you that out of the gate, number 1, an A salesperson is worth 10 to 100 times what a good salesperson, a B salesperson, is worth. You need real professionals. This is the one place you don't skimp. I got somebody that's working for $50,000, $60,000 a year, and they're pretty darn good. And no, you don't want pretty darn good. You want somebody that is an animal. You want a lion, not a dog. A dog, yeah, you got to feed them and rub their belly and take care of them and whatever. Even a horse, you got to beat them the whole time and flog them to keep them running. As soon as you stop, they're going to slow down to a trot or a walk. But a lion might have just finished eating a gazelle, and it's bloated and it's full and it's definitely not hungry, and a rabbit goes walking by, it's gonna jump up and kill the rabbit. It will kill for sport. It is a killer. You need people that are killers that love selling, not people that will do it because they're being paid to do it. You need people that love doing it, that are going to ask all the questions, get to know the people, learn from them. People that, and again, you're not winging it. You're professionals. You training, scripting, tracking, SOPs. That's what it takes. If you're not willing to make sales a core competency of your organization, then honestly, it's the number one killer. That's it. Our sales is the best of the best of the best. Because I can promise you, the leads are the easy part. Today, we make better leads than we could ever make, cheaper than we could ever make them, but we gotta have great sales, great follow-up, great drip, long-term sales. You're not going for the close on the first call. Again, we'll get into more training, but out of the gate, can you deliver a connection rate of at least 75%? And are you willing to track that? Can you deliver a speed to lead of 1 minute? Definitely not longer than 5. And if you can't, then I don't know what to tell you, because you can't sell them without the sales taking place. You got to have the selling. I don't care what you're working on in your business. You got to get this piece down.